what's going on? Oh, what happened? What's going on? Let me get that right.
All right, hopefully y'all can hear me. I had a sound effect on there right there.
I got a couple of them. Y'all want me to keep my voice like this?
Oh, I won't do that. That sounds annoying even to me. Hey, but first thing I want to talk about before we get started on this Caitlin Clark conversation, before we get started, I want to, if you guys don't know, already know, I'll go over some details about my involvement with 94.5 and Family Fun Day. And so just so you guys are aware what my role is with 94.5 and Family Fun Day. So about a couple months ago, 254 Media Group took over the operation of 94.5. That was an organization that was formed by myself, Roy Gillis, and Edward Graham, who was part of the original ownership of 94.5. We are now the owners and operators of 94.5. That's Magic 94.5. Occasionally, if you guys listen to the radio in the evening, you'll see me on there. You'll hear me on there. You should hear me more moving forward. But I wanted to first let you guys know that if you don't already know, Family Fun Day is happening this Saturday, June 15th, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll have live DJs, other activities. We're getting some food trucks lined up. We'll have some local performing artists. We already have some guys promoting their performances. We have the young T. Reed in the building, my nephew in the building. He's gonna be on stage live, giving an amazing performance this Saturday. And so I want to let that know. We got other people that are lined up to perform as well. So as we get the lineup ready, but we'll have live DJ, and I believe this is the 14th year of Family Fun Day hosted by 94.5. This is my first year being involved. I'm excited about being involved with it. It's work. It's work, good people. I'll just tell you that it's work pulling all these things together, and we definitely need the support of the community. And so there's a link in the description. There's a link in this post that takes you directly to the Eventbrite where you can buy your tickets for this weekend's Family Fun Day on Saturday, June 15th. And this is basically like a family reunion setup. You can come in, you can bring your tents, you can bring your coolers, you can bring your barbecue pits, and all the best spots are set up first come, first serve. So the earlier you get in there set up, the better spots you'll have to picnic, to cook out, to play cards, play dominoes, do all those exciting things that you can do. So I just want to invite everybody out to the 14th Annual Family Fun Day hosted by Magic 94.5, and I am happy to be a part of it this year along with Edward Graham and Roy Gillis. And so we're in the process of putting it together, but we won't be able to do this without the support of the community. So run over to our Eventbrite. Go ahead and run over to our Eventbrite and purchase your tickets now. It's only $10, right? It's $10 purchasing it online. So go ahead and get your tickets now because we desperately need your support. We already got a phone call in. T. Reed, hold on, let me get him in here. Hey, T. Reed, you're live in there. Hold on. You're live on the air, T. Reed. Hold on, let me see that live broadcasting can be kind of tricky sometimes. So let me. All right. Can you hear me, T. Reed? All right. Hold on. I'm doing something right quick. Live radio. This is not planned. I didn't plan to take this call live on the air, but since we're here, Since we're here, we may as well do it. All right. All right. So let me try this again. All right, T. Reed, are you there? Hold on.
Rocky.
Hold on a second, T.
Okay. You
Hey, you
hung me
live,
up.
T. You live, baby. You live. So yeah. What
What's
question
going
did you
on,
have,
Rocky?
T?
Man, a lot of people trying to see where they can get those tickets from, Rocky.
Okay, the Eventbrite is listed in the link of this broadcast, but you can go to syntexmagic.com and there's a flyer there that you click on the flyer, it takes you directly to the Eventbrite. So you can go to syntexmagic.com, click on the flyer, it take you right to the site to purchase the tickets. So
Oh man, good deal. All right.
hey man, is nephew getting ready for this? For this, I know he has something special in store for us this weekend. So, you getting him ready?
Yeah, he's getting ready, man. It's gonna be nice. Come on out, everyone. Come on out this Saturday.
All right, man.
He's getting ready.
All right, Joe Jackson, you good? That's a little joke between me and my brother T. Reed, man. Terrence has been involved in music since as long as he can speak, man. And his dad and his mom has always encouraged him and supported him in his effort to pursue a singing and musical career. And if you ever seen Lil T perform, you know that it's truly a treat. And he has a special gift, whether it's singing gospel or R&B. Lil T has a really special gift, man, and I encourage everybody, if you hadn't had a chance to see T. Reed, Lil T perform, you definitely want to come out and watch him. You don't want to miss it. He has something very special in store for us this upcoming weekend. Also, if we're still, again, not only can you buy tickets, but if you would like to set up your food truck, I got a call from. I got a text this morning that I wasn't able to reply to about a food trucks being wanting to set up this weekend, and so I'll get back to those guys and let them know it is a very, very affordable booth fee for this year's Family Fun Day. You want to get in early. We've limited the number of people that we're allowed to come in and vend. But so if you want to get in, if you want to vend, please reach out to us and let us know. We have somebody that we're working with, Max Fryhouse, who is doing the coordinating that for us. And so, we're going to have a great time there. And if you haven't had Max Fryhouse, fish or chicken, mac and cheese, greens, you're missing a treat as well. And if you want to catch up with Max Fryhouse, you always can go over to Union Hall, ask for Max Fryhouse. They'll point you in the right direction, and you won't be disappointed. And tell them Big Rock sent you, because I go over there quite a bit. So, but with no further ado, we can get into the conversation I think everybody came here to talk about, and that's that young lady behind me. It's Caitlin Clark. Now, again, let me start off by saying this. Caitlin Clark is not one of the top 12 players in the NBA. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying by merit alone she deserves to be on the Olympic team, right? So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, to be perfectly honest with everybody today, Caitlin Clark is the best thing to ever happen to the WNBA since it started back in 1996. I think that's when the WNBA started. It's the best thing to happen to the WNBA, hands down. Because of the sheer following that she has, because of the fan support that she has, in my opinion, revolutionized women's basketball from a following and media standpoint. Now, a lot of you people will say, you know, Caitlin Clark does not deserve all this attention, and I vehemently disagree with you guys, because at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark was a two-time All-American, led the NCAA in scoring 2 years in a row, had back-to-back appearances in the national championship game, and has literally transformed the sport. And she is the all-time leading scorer in the sport. So when you say she doesn't deserve this fandom and support that she receives, I disagree. She earned it. She earned it. She is women's college basketball's all-time leading scorer. You don't become the all-time leading scorer by not being a great collegiate player. There's no way you can achieve that goal. With all the women, I'm talking about, this is an achievement that Candace Parker didn't achieve. Shamika Holtzclaw, Cheryl Miller, so many women, Rebecca Lobo, Stewie, Diana Taurasi. Man, so many women have played in the NCAA, and none of them have achieved becoming the #1 scorer in NCAA women's basketball history. She deserves every bit of the fandom, the accolades, everything that she received. She deserves it. She earned it on the court. She earned it on the court. Now, as she has transitioned to the WNBA, the WNBA is getting unprecedented media attention. The TV ratings, the top 3 WNBA games in ratings, the top 3 ratings in WNBA history, Caitlin Clark played in all 3 games. All 3 games. They were nationally televised. I think they were the first 3 games of the Indiana Fever this year, and those were record-breaking games, right? She has her fans and her followers, and the media attention that she's gotten has led to record attendance in the WNBA, not only for her team, but for the entire league. Because when she goes to those stadiums on the road, those stadiums are selling out. Not to mention the Indiana Fever stadiums are selling out. She is a phenomenon. And not only is she a phenomenon, she's having an impactful rookie season. She's having an impactful rookie season. I would say you could put her rookie season up against any rookie who has ever come out. You know, there have been rookies that average more points and have been, in my opinion, more impactful when you talk about Candace Parker and things like that. But when you talk about bringing fans to the game, bringing fans and supporters to the game, there has been nobody in the history of the WNBA that has generated the media attention, the fan support that Caitlin Clark has created with her play. With her play. A lot of y'all want to discount the fact that she is an exceptional basketball player. She was transformational in college, and in the WNBA, she's been very effective. She scored 30 points 2 times this year. And remember, she's a rookie. She's actually a rookie that's having a tough season by her standards. But she's averaging 16.8 points. She's averaging 5 point something rebounds and 6 assists. She's having a really good rookie campaign. This is why I believe she deserves to be on the Olympic team. When you look at what women's sports and women's basketball in particular have struggled to do, which is generate the support and the fandom of the men's sports. They struggle to do that for whatever reason. They struggle to do it. And you have a superstar, rock star level player in the WNBA, which is Caitlin Clark, and you don't put her on the most prominent team in the world, which is the USA Women's Olympic Basketball Team. You don't put her on that team. That's just not good business. Just put it like this. With just jersey sales alone, if Caitlin Clark had a USA jersey, you know how many of those jerseys you would sell? She sold more Indiana Fever jerseys than the Dallas Cowboys did on the night that she was drafted. She outsold the Dallas Cowboys in Indiana Fever jerseys. Like, if she had a Team USA jersey, come on, man, it would be through the roof. It would be amazing. She would set all kind of records because her fans support her. They support her. And we play these sports to entertain the fans at the end of the day. And she deserves to be on that team. Not because she's one of the top 12 players in the WNBA. That's not why she deserves. She deserves to be on that team, and the fans deserve it more than anything else because Caitlin Clark's fans have come out in droves to support women's college basketball, not only on the collegiate level, but also on the pro level. Her fans deserve this because of the way that they've supported the league, the way they supported the women's game. Her fans deserve it. In my opinion, if she was on the Olympic team, right, this women's team, when you talk about media attention and notoriety, could rival the 1992 Dream Team. Again, I understand it would be controversial to put her on the team because she's a rookie, right? It would be controversial, right? But it's not unprecedented. Because when Rebecca Lobo came out of college, they reserved a spot for her, even though she wasn't one of the top 12 best players in the WNBA at the time. Matter of fact, I don't even think she had even played in the WNBA. And they reserved a spot for Rebecca Lobo. So it wouldn't be an unprecedented situation. Let me see. And here's another point about the USA Women's Olympic team. They've won the last 8 gold medals. Again, let me put it. They've won the last 8 gold medals at the Olympics. And so what that means is this is not a question of if you put Caitlin on the team, you jeopardize the viability of them winning the gold medal. They still will win the gold medal whether Caitlin is on the team or not. But it becomes a much bigger story when Caitlin is on the team. It becomes more people follow the team if Caitlin's on the team. I would even say this. If putting Caitlin on the team would jeopardize winning the gold medal, I would be against it totally. I would be totally against it. But these women that we send that are going to Paris this summer, they're gonna win the gold medal. There's no question about it. They may have one competitive game over there in Paris. So not only you can play the best players, and then once the games are no longer in question, Caitlin Clark will get some floor time. She will get a chance to play. And not only that, this is what I think is also a lost opportunity. A lot of these players in the league, in the WNBA, resent Caitlin for the support that she's receiving. She has nothing to do with that. She has nothing to do with that. These girls, these ladies, they resent her because of the fame she has, because of the Nike contract. They resent her for all the things that she's doing for the game. And I understand because they've been in the game for a long time. Donna Taurasi's been in the game 20 years. And she doesn't have the level of fame that Caitlin Clark has. And I understand how she could feel some kind of way about it. But like I said, Caitlin Clark has the fan following, the media attention. She is a big deal. And because of that, she should be on this team. And while she was on this team, while she would be on this team, she would then begin to create relationships, create bonds, create friendships with other WNBA players, and they could possibly get to know her as a person because they would be traveling together, they'd be rooming together, they'd be together. All those girls on that team would get to know her over that 2-week or 3-week period, and they would probably see her in a different light if they get a chance to meet and get a chance to know her. Or it could get worse. It could get worse. But I doubt that. I doubt that if you spend time, if all those girls spend time with Caitlin over the course of 3 weeks while they're pursuing a gold medal, they may gain a lot of respect for her because they may see how hard she works. They may see how dedicated she is. She may even be a nice person. She may even be somebody that they have a lot in common with. And then they could become friends, and maybe some of that animosity that's directed toward Caitlin would subside, and they would respect her for everything that she's bringing to the game, which is a lot. She's bringing a lot to the game. Let me see some of these comments. Let me check out some of these comments up here. My man, let me see what this is. Let me get the background color. All right, here we go. My man Craig said, maybe it's time for the WNBA to get its shine, or is the WNBA shining because of her? I think the WNBA is capitalizing on her fame and her notoriety. That's what I think. Let me get this guy right here. Let me get this comment here. This comment says the USA Olympics is about wins. It's not about ticket sales or TV ratings or jersey sales, period. She can make it in 4 years. So this is the problem, Wads Banks. Sure, she can make it in 4 years. But right now, the iron is extremely hot. And in business, it's incumbent that you strike while the iron's hot. This year, Caitlin Clark is healthy. In 4 years, you can't guarantee that she's healthy. You know, anything can happen in 4 years. But right now, she is the biggest thing in women's basketball, and she should be on that women's Olympic team, USA Olympic team. No doubt about it. It's just good for business. It would just be, and here's it. It's about wins. They've won the last 8 gold medals. The team winning the gold medal, Caitlin being on the team, would not put a gold medal in jeopardy. Her being on the team would just be good business. It would just be good business. And I would dare to say it would create opportunities for some of those other ladies on the team, to be honest with you. All right. Let me see. Again, let me also, because there was several comments on my Facebook post. And let me go to I can share my Facebook post with you guys, so bear with me. I can share hey, and by the way, I want to say a shout out to my incredible twins, Rashad and Riel. Today is their birthday. We had a little small birthday dinner today that we really just went out there and had a good time. So I want to say happy birthday to Rashad and Riel. This is their 29th birthday, man. Y'all making me old, man. Seems like just yesterday I was in the hospital holding both of them. It was probably the most amazing day of my life. 25-year-old young man having twins. It was absolutely the most amazing day of my life, no doubt. Let me share. Let me share this. Share this. So this is my Facebook page right here. My comment. Let me go to my comments because people were making all kinds of comments. So this is my post right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. This is my post right here. This was my post. All right. And basically it says, Caitlin Clark. It says, Caitlin Clark's a rock star. She should play the largest arenas and the biggest stages. Let's be honest, she's the biggest draw in the sport of women's basketball ever. And that's what I said. She's the biggest draw in the sport of women's basketball ever. I don't think that's debatable. Right? I made this comment 8 hours ago. I didn't realize I was at work when I made it. And then there was a lot of people, my man Mario, he says he supported. My man Chris Dupree said he agrees. But then Olivia says those are facts. She even agrees because she's bringing the fans and the hype behind it. No doubt about it. I agree. But then we get to these comments here that I think these kind of comments kind of miss what I'm saying. It says, come on, man, no championship in college. In 3 years in the WNBA, we'd be looking for a championship. You live with the three, you die with the three. She's going to get the coach fired because she does not run the offense. She called her number from logo. All right. So what I'm saying is I wasn't talking about basketball. When I didn't use basketball terms to describe what Caitlin Clark is. I said Caitlin Clark is a rock star. I use that term for a reason. Because though rock stars may not put out the best music, they may not be even, they may not be the best musicians, but the people want to see them. They can charge what they want in the arena, and the people will come see them. That's what I mean. The people want to see rock stars. We're not talking about basketball. From a basketball standpoint, I said it at the very beginning of this broadcast. She does not deserve to be on the Olympic team when you talk about basketball. But in this situation, when you're trying to grow a sport, when you're trying to grow a fan base, she certainly deserved to be in there. And then I say, and I just said my point, adding her to the roster would create tremendous interest, and that would be good for the growth of the game. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. If you want to grow the game, you have to play the players or promote the players that the people want to see. Did you just hear what I said? If you want to grow the game, you have to promote the players that the people want to see. That's it. That's what this is all about. Giving the fans what they want. And I believe because Caitlin Clark's fans have supported the sport the last 2 years, not only in the WNBA, but also in women's college basketball, they deserve to see her on the biggest stage. That's what I'm saying. Now, this guy had a very interesting comment, and I really want you guys to kind of think about what he's saying. The guy's name was Hippie something. What was his name? Hippie? Mr. Hippie? Let me get... And this guy had a great comment. I'm trying to find it. because I thought it was a great comment. When he commented, I even tagged Mr. Campbell and everybody. If you're on my YouTube channel, there you go. If you're on my YouTube channel, you know Mr. Campbell. He's a women's basketball enthusiast, probably the last 35 years or more. And he knows not only the history of women's basketball, but he's excited about women's basketball, and he knows a lot about the game. So this is what Mr. Hippie said, Mr. Hippie Trippy, and he said, what's even more astonishing is the lack of this type of support from the black community of the black basketball women who came before Caitlin, who can flat out ball. What I believe he's saying is we complain about the support that Caitlin is receiving from her fans, yet as black people, we don't support the sport historically the way that her fans are supporting the sport. I think that's a very interesting assessment. And I think that is definitely something to think about. Matter of fact, let me say this. I think Caitlin has been a topic that more people in the black community are willing to discuss than any other player in the WNBA. Like, even black people are willing to discuss Caitlin Clark. And even some of them are willing, like myself, I'm willing to show her support. But historically, I am guilty of not supporting the game the way it deserves. I haven't had the interest in the way it deserves. Now, when my all-time favorite women's college basketball player is my daughter, Riel, and she's a twin. And so she played college basketball at the Division III level and was a really good player. So she's my all-time favorite basketball player. But I was really interested in her, and that, I wasn't interested in the game as a whole. Yeah, I know the great players. I know Candace Parker. I know Shamika Holtzclaw. I know Rebecca Lobo. I know all the great. I know Cindy, Cheryl Swoops, and Cynthia Cooper, and Lisa Leslie, and I know those players, right? But I haven't been following the sport the way that probably the sport deserves, and to be honest with you, that's my fault for not recognizing the hard work that these ladies have put in building the league for the last 20 years, right? But the fact of the matter is, they have somebody that's box office now. They have a main draw. They have a headliner. They have somebody that's created energy and hype, all the things that is in the men's game. They have a player that is generating that. And because of that, guys like me are watching the game, paying attention, assessing the game, giving you my opinion of what's going on, whether it be misinformed or with a, somewhat naive because I don't know the game as well as I should. But at the end of the day, all of it is a net positive for the league if you're trying to grow the league. And I think that's ultimately what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to grow the league and give those ladies who work hard for so many years the attention they deserve, man. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this podcast, man. I want to certainly appreciate my people on Facebook who follow me, who've been watching it. I love my YouTube folks. Y'all been rocking with me a while. So if you want to catch me more often, the Facebook people, hit me up on YouTube. Those people who, man, I've gotten so many requests and questions and texts about when is me and Coach coming back on. We'll be back on. Coach is going to take a vacation here shortly. I'm gonna get away for a little bit, and then in July we'll be back full speed ahead covering this upcoming year's SWAC and MEAC. Matter of fact, HBCU football season. We're gonna try to cover not only the big dogs in the SWAC and the MEAC. We also want to cover the CIAA and the smaller schools as well. So we look forward to that. Until next time, good people, much love, and I'm out.